Today, we're breaking down the 19th Amendment, the amendment that finally prohibited voting discrimination based on sex. For more than a century after the Constitution was written, women were citizens without a vote. The 19th Amendment changed that, but like many constitutional victories, it came after decades of struggle, protest, and resistance. Let's talk about what this amendment says, why it took so long to pass, and why its story still matters today. The 19th Amendment, ratified in 1920, states, "The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex." In plain language, you cannot deny someone the vote because they are a woman. This rule applies to both federal and state governments. Sex-based voting discrimination is unconstitutional. It was a direct expansion of democracy and long overdue. At the nation's founding, voting was largely limited to white, property-owning men. Women were excluded from political participation entirely. Even as voting rights expanded for others, women were still told politics was not their place. Their interests were represented by fathers or husbands. Women organized, petitioned, protested, and endured arrest and violence to demand the vote. This amendment was not a gift, it was one. The women's suffrage movement lasted decades. Activists marched, went on hunger strikes, were jailed and assaulted, faced ridicule and backlash. The movement also had divisions. White women often prioritized their own access to the vote. Many Black women continued to face racial barriers even after 1920. The 19th Amendment expanded voting rights, but it did not guarantee equal access for all women. Even after ratification, poll taxes, literacy tests, intimidation and violence continued to prevent many women, especially Black women, from voting. The promise of the 19th Amendment, like the 15th, required later enforcement through civil rights laws. This reminds us that constitutional rights don't enforce themselves. The 19th Amendment doubled the electorate, changed political priorities, opened the door to women holding office. Every woman's vote today traces directly back to this amendment. It's also a reminder that democracy grows when participation expands and weakens when it contracts. The 19th Amendment teaches us that citizenship without political power is incomplete. Rights often come only after sustained pressure. Progress can be partial and still unfinished. It marks a milestone, not an endpoint. The 19th Amendment didn't just give women the vote, it reshaped American democracy. Understanding this amendment helps us see voting not as something guaranteed forever, but as something that has always had to be fought for, protected, and defended. In the next episode, we'll continue forward and examine how voting rights were further shaped in the 20th century.